And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final round of the group stage. It's been an intense and long event so far. A long group stage. Many have risen, many more have fallen, and now we are here in the final round, round 5 of group stage for Fire Cup number 8. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have our red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Terran player representing 3D Clan. It is MilkiCow. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's Gamba time. Predictions are open, and place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat. This will most likely be our final series of the group stage and of the broadcast. Basically, there are 3 matches. There are 3 remaining matches. They're all happening concurrently. They're happening at the same time. This is the final round. What does that mean? That means the winner of this series will make it to the playoffs tomorrow. The loser is out of the tournament. Loser is eliminated. Oh boy. Here we go. We see MilkiCow instantly scouting. He does scout, does check for a proxy at the 3rd location. Behind this, double gas. Double gas open out of MilkiCow, double gas out of Nicoract. This means that both players are going for faster factories, that both players are delaying their CCs. As we saw in the previous series, MilkiCow, he is willing to be hyper cheesy. He's willing to be hyper cheesy, hyper aggressive. So I feel like double gas openers are going to be the norm in this series. I don't know if you want to cut corners against MilkiCow, likewise against Nicoract either. SCV Scout does confirm, and meanwhile MilkiCow, he does lock the SCV in. Does lock him in, does lock him down. As that SCV is going to fall. Meanwhile across the map, we do see Nicoract moving out. So far, mirrored builds, except Nicoract, he is making a second Reaper. MilkiCow, what's he doing? Add-on. MilkiCow, he's making an add-on, going for the reactor, going for what looks to be an add-on swap. Well, meanwhile, MilkiCow, he does shoot first. It does shoot first. Nicoract, he has to back up. Oh my god, barely does out-trade. Barely, very close. Very close between the Reapers. Very clutch. CC on the high ground, CC on the low ground for Nicoract, not bad. Because Nicoract has map control, he barely has map control, he's able to take that faster CC on location. Oh! Nicoract once again pushes in, but nah, he does not win this fight, does not win the trade. MilkiCow did shoot first. Oh, the cleanup though. Doesn't get it. No shot, does not get the Reaper, barely not. Takes out an SCV. Delays the starport. Oh, and he will lose both Reapers. Oh no. That's brutal. With that, both Reapers go down for 1 SCV and 1 Reaper. MilkiCow, he does get the better trade. He's moving out for a counterattack. Back at home, Nicoract, he does have 1 Hellion of his own, but is a little bit vulnerable. Thankfully, I believe the CC should finish. I believe the command center should finish up in time. It is close, but it will complete. Yeah, it does complete. MilkiCow, he does dive in. Nicoract, he defends. He defends, pulls a couple of boys to help buffer, takes down the Reaper, but he will lose his Hellion. Yeah, barely will. MilkiCow does that trade. He does that trade, it takes down the main army, goes to the middle line, SCV is going to be going down. And Nicoract, he's in trouble here. He is in a little trouble in a mirror matchup, losing 2 SCVs is brutal. MilkiCow now landing on location. Nicoract, he was already on location. Has the orbital, has an extra mule, true. The mule does help. And we can see Nicoract going for 2 more axes before, starport, then into 2 more axes. Getting into his 3-max setup. MilkiCow starting up his own Viking and tank production. Going for his drop. Does go for the drop across the map. Headed towards the main. Nicoract not quite in position, has to respond. And he will get his tank. Tank does pop just in time. Going for the medevac. Very nice trade. And Nicoract, he slaps the Cyclone, gets a Marine. So far he defends. Hellions into the natural. MilkiCow being hyper aggressive. Doesn't get much, does pull away. As the dust settles, where exactly are we here? So MilkiCow, he is even on tanks. He has more Vikings. So the Viking count here is going to be a factor. He has air control. Getting within range of the mineral line. Getting SCV kills, he gets one. Likewise, Hellion drop into the main. MilkiCow just being so annoying here with so few units. Roasting up SCVs, he gets 4 SCVs so far. And it's a one-way trip. These Hellions, they don't really have any more value here. They don't scale into a longer game, so they get 8 SCVs. Viking drops in, and Nicoract is being pulled apart. He's being pulled apart here. Again, with only a handful of units doing so much damage, lifts up the Vikings, get them the hell out of there. Does pull away. Sieging up. Dragging him in. Yeah, Tank Boy's going over the bio. And MilkiCow, he will take this fight. He will take this, takes down the tanks. There's one tank left. It will also fall. And this is just far too much damage. GG gets called, and MilkiCow, he takes game number 1. Whew. GG. MilkiCow punishing the failed aggression of Nicoract and also getting to his own. That was insane. Just so much damage early on with so few units. I mean, that's what's the most impressive to me here, is that it was, what, like a couple of Hellions here and there, a tank, a Viking, the drop, of course, into the main, just all slowly adding up, and in the end, Nicoract could not keep up with that. We're getting into game 2. MilkiCow, he has a lead, and MilkiCow is 1 game away from claiming the series. Now, I want to believe that Nicoract, he can bring it back. 100%. He can bring it back. He can force the ace match, but the pressure is on. The pressure is on, and we are getting into game 2. It's going to be on Sandworm. Oh boy. We go. Spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Sandworm, we have the red Terran player, the red Terran representing the Platinum Heroes. Down in the series, he has a 5-pack here and now to force the ace match. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Terran player, the blue Terran himself, representing 3D Clan. It is MilkiCow. We go, and welcome one and all to Sandworm. And if you have not seen this map before, then I would ask you, why have you not been watching the stream? Was it? But this is, of course, one of the new TLMC maps. Was one of the finalists for Team Liquid Map Contest number 20, and we did feature it plenty of times over the past 2 weeks. In the lead up to the voting period ending, we did feature maps like, or every map actually, Sandworm, Torches, Killer's Mile, Kill Switch, Persephone, Seliganeria. Plenty of maps were featured. All of them were featured on the channel to make sure that everyone had as much information as possible coming into the voting stage of TLMC. Sandworm was one of the more popular maps by the players in our tournaments. Was a very popular map. It is a small rush map, true, it is a small rush map, but there are these dragons' teeth in the center. These are kind of like the squares on Neon Violet Square, but these are more tightly packed. They're more tightly packed. They do impact engagements in the center, 100%. Certain units of certain sizes, of larger sizes, cannot fit through these cones. They cannot fit through. Only workers and smaller units can. Otherwise, double gas opener out of MilkiCow, likewise double gas out of Nicoract. No surprises there. And again, this is a small map, this is a rush map. What I will say is that because of certain features here, this does actually make the center of the map quite defendable and quite difficult to break through. Likewise, these gold bases are also more accessible. Yes, they are in the center, which means they're a little bit more exposed, but because of these dragon's teeth and because of these rocks and because of the terrain, we've actually seen a lot of players expand here and successfully defend this base. Successfully defend the gold. As you have to actually knock down these rocks to mine for the gold. It's another thing to take into consideration. Likewise, both players expanding. Once again, reactor first out of MilkiCow, going reactor Reaper Hellion initially. Meanwhile, no reactor out of Nicoract. Just chilling out back at home. Same one was the goal. It was. Again, if you're voting has ended already. TLMC voting has ended. I believe less than 24 hours ago the voting was revealed, and we do have our winners, our finalists. I believe Lost Fantasy came first place, Persephone came second, and I think Torches was third. Oh, As Reapers, they do rush forward. So far, better trade by MilkiCow. Takes down the Reaper. He will get the second Reaper as well. Oh, rough start for Nicoract. Looking at the trades, Nicoract losing 2 Reapers for nothing. Not the best start, but not the end of the world. He can climb back. Still taking extra damage though. Again, he's up against more units. Nicoract has to fall back. He has to fall back here to the main base. SCVs are under fire. Hellions are lining up. They're getting very low. Boys are being pulled. And MilkiCow, he takes control of the natural. He has control. Takes over the natural base. Forces back Nicoract. Nicoract in a rough position here. Building up his own Cyclones, his own Vikings. Nicoract, he's not dead by any means. He's not in danger of dying anytime soon, but he's being denied mining. And that means that MilkiCow is ahead. Does take an economic lead. Mining for his natural. MilkiCow, he pulls back. Does maintain a larger army as well. And here comes the main push. Here comes the main brunt of MilkiCow's army with a tank and a medevac drop. Nicoract back at home. Again, he is vulnerable. He does have a smaller army to work with. Hellion's getting caught out. The first Hellion falls. Massive pickup. Gets a Hellion, gets a Reaper. The boys are being pulled. It's going to be a tough hold here for Nicoract. Not like this, as he has to lose every single worker. 7 SCVs go down. He cannot hold on. Not like this. Tank does siege, but the tank is going to be targeted down. And GG gets called. MilkiCow, he overwhelms. And MilkiCow, he will take the series 2-0, advancing onto the playoffs. Nicoract is eliminated. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here. MilkiCow, he will take the series, will advance on. Very well done, very well played. Very aggressive at TvT here. We didn't really get into the mid game. Like, we didn't even get into 3-base saturation. Just a lot of these games were decided by the early game. By the early game aggression. MilkiCow just popping off. Just getting too much done too quickly. GG. GG, well played. And with that, MilkiCow, he will be a part of tomorrow's broadcast in those playoffs. And now we have 2 matches left. We have 2 matches remaining. We have UD Soldier versus Replicant, and we have Def Mars versus Eastos. Oh boy.